Hello everyone. We'll start the session in next 3 minutes. Hello everyone. Could you please confirm? Are you able to hear me?
We can hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Thank you.
can.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Hi everyone. Welcome to Beta. And today we are going to start with demo session. Before getting started, I would like to introduce about our firm. Actually, we started our firm in 2021 in the name of HK Creative Solutions. Then later we termed it as a BIM, Beta, which is BIM Education Training Academy. And comes to me, myself, Aditi. I started my career as a BIM engineer in MEP field, and I worked as a BIM engineer for 3 years, where I worked in modeling, coordination, and the sheet works, all this type of works. Later, I transitioned into automation engineer. Currently, I'm working in Dynamo and automating the repetitive tasks and designing all these things. Okay. In this section, what we're going to see is what is meant by Dynamo and where we can use Dynamo, or how we can use Dynamo. And I'm going to show some of the automatic, what is the daily tasks you're doing in your daily works. And I'm going to some of the scripts of how to automate those things. And we are going to cover some of the concepts like what is meant by node, different types of nodes, and searching method, how to connect two nodes, all these things. And we are going to see the course, what are the concepts that we are going to cover in this training session. Is this clear, right, everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Actually, I would like to want to be the session to be interactive. So in the middle of the session, I'm going to ask questions and I'm going to ask your opinions because you are currently, I hope you all are working as a BIM engineers in BIM field only, right? With different positions might be. So you all have knowledge. So it would be interact. It would be great if you all sharing all your thoughts and experiences. So I want the session to be interactive. So and in the middle of the session, if you have any queries while we are going through, please let me know. Whether you can unmute yourself and you can speak, or you can keep it in the chat, or you can raise hand, or if you understand, you can give thumbs up so that the session will be interactive. Clear? Shall we start the session then?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, please.
Good, good. Hmm. Okay, in this session, okay, before getting started, all you use the plugins, right? Have anyone used plugins in your works? Great. What are the plugins you use, Satvika?
Yeah, diodes and also RFT tools and
Okay.
ACOM tools.
Uh,
Yeah,
great.
in our
Could you give me
company
some
is
of
having some.
nice? Could you give me some of the examples? Means you use set die roots and RFA on some of the tools, right? Could you tell me the
Yeah,
purpose where you use it and why you use it?
yeah, we are using by purpose in modeling also. It you use the same modeling tools and also the exporting the PDF CAD format and drawing, etc. And
Yes.
also
Great.
exporting the sheets Excel, yeah, schedules also exporting the single file. And it's multiple file also used by renaming and also the changing the parameter also we use in the some add-ins.
Great. Means currently are you working as which role means MEP or RK or structure
Yeah,
side?
yeah, I'm working on MEP to designing. Yeah,
Okay, okay, great, great. Thank you for sharing, Satvika. Rest of
yeah,
you guys, Sarkar, Shobin, and Venkatraman. Or you can keep it in the chat.
Hello. Am I
Ah,
audible?
yes. Yes, 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 Sarkar. Amazing.
Yeah. I also used actually tie roots for
Okay, great.
generating sheets and all.
Yeah.
And I'm working as a lead designer in Atmosphere. I'm from structural background. Thank you.
Okay, great. Great, great.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing, Sarkar. Shobin and Venkatraman, would you like to share? Have you used plugins in your work and what kind of it is?
used die roots
Okay, great.
and PyVDC tools like that.
Great. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for sharing.
Mhm.
Yes. Ah, yes, yes,
Mm.
yes, Shobin.
I'm working as a BIM modeler, and then we are using Dynamo. Uh,
Thyroids, okay.
yeah, so other, yeah, Dynamo only we have using the plugins.
That's great. Thank you.
Mm. Mm.
Hi, Surya. We just started the session.
Yeah.
No,
Hi.
actually, where are we? Have you ever used the Surya plugins in your work?
Oh, what kind of plugins?
Means,
I use Dire. What?
yes. I'm asking, have you used any kind of plugins in your work?
Yes, Pyruvit and Die Roots, like kind
Great.
of plugins
Yeah,
I
thank
use.
you. Okay. So, guys, you all were used plugins, right, in Revit. For suppose you all said commonly used die roots, right? and you said that exporting sheets, right? Actually, if we see here in Revit, we are having an option export CAD and PDF and IFC or TFX. Like that, we are having different options, even though we are using a plugins. That means, first of all, we'll see what is under plugin. Plugin means, in general, so as I show you, we are having a default option to export DWG and PDF. But even though we are going for plugin, first thing is, for suppose if we want to, let us, client ask you some set of set of sheets to export, and he asked in the format PDF as well as CAD drawing. Let us imagine. So you take a group of files. In general, for suppose, let us imagine you are exporting the sheets without plugin. How the process will be? You take a group of sheets. First, you have to click. I mean, convert them into CAD. First step, and again you have to take the sheets and you have to convert into the PDF. Then, if you want to change the naming, you have to do it and you have to convert the PDF and you have to do it manually. But with the help of the plugin, what you are doing, for suppose you are taking a group of sheets, with one click, you are changing them in PDF as well as a CAD, right? And you can provide in the custom names before exporting so that it will be easy and you can't do anything. That means what you are doing here, you automate the process. Means you are adding extra functionality to the existing software. What is the existing software here? Revit. And you are adding extra functionality. Means like within a one click, it is exporting into two options, PDF and CAD. And you are providing the naming, custom naming for it. That is called plugin, right? That is adding functionality. In the same way, by using plugin, you can automate the process like modeling, coordination part of works, everything you can do it by using plugin. But the thing when it comes to plugin means you need programming languages. First of all, let us see what we have to do. Means what are the things that required to create a plugin. For suppose if you want to create a plugin, you need to know the language called C#, programming language. And if you want to build a plugin means you have to write the code, maintainability and scalability, lot of the things you have to take care of, like OOPS concept and front end. Once if you whenever you click plugin, right, so it will ask for the group of sheets, you have to select the sheets. Then the next step is it is to ask for which format you want, PDF or CAD. Then you have to give some, then you have to click like that. There is a set of group of things, right? That is called user interface. For that you need to learn WPF, and you have to know the integration between programming language, front end, back end. Lot of things are required. So when you know these things, then only you can develop a plugin. Now, the Dynamo. What are the things that you are achieving by using the plugin? You can do the same process by using Dynamo. Okay, that means no programming. Highly beneficial means whenever we are working in a BIM field, we no need of any programming language is required whenever you want to develop a scripts. What you have to know, a thing that required to learn Dynamo is first of all BIM knowledge, and what are the things that you are want to doing in your daily life, and you have to identify the task, and you have to look for the particular nodes in the Dynamo. You have to look for it and you have to connect it. That's it. It's develop the script and it will run and it automates the process. That is the biggest benefit when it comes to Dynamo. And another thing is visual programming interface. Visual programming interface means, for suppose you are creating walls. Okay, someone join. Okay, when you are creating walls, means you can see it, but actually thing is you can see the visual interface means which direction the wall is getting created and its location line, all the things and its geometry, all the things you can see in the background of it. So you can know how the things are getting created by each step to step. So it will give a good understanding of the how the script is getting developed, and it is very useful for debugging and so that you can develop the logic very better. In plugin, it's not going to happen. For suppose you have to write 100 lines of code. For suppose if you're developing a plugin, you have to write number of lines of code and you have to give and you have to run it. If any one of the line fails, this plugin won't execute and you have to debug it. But here comes to here, we can identify which particular node is creating an error and what is that error. Will also show, so it will easy to identify and solve the issue there. Okay, these are the basic differences between a plugin and Dynamo. And if you see plugin you are using, right, Dynamo. Earlier it was a freely accessible. Now they converted into a plugin subscription model. You have to pay for it every month. And comes to Dynamo, yes, you can download the script, you can download it by yourself, and you can share with your teams. It is highly flexible. And whenever if you want to make any changes, for suppose one of your teammates developed the script and he gave it to you to add some extra features, then you can easily do it by using Dynamo. Okay. Slowly we are going to learn step by step and how to do the process and everything. Clear, right, guys? The main difference between plugin and Dynamo. If it is clear, please give thumbs up so that I can understand so that we can move forward. Yeah, thank you. And please let me know if I have any doubts. If you need any clarity in the middle, ask me. I'll clarify you. Okay, next thing. Many people think only Dynamo will be used by because I see a lot of people. They thought Dynamo is only for the Revit and architects who are doing it's only to create custom shapes. Not like that. It can be used by everyone. And what are the things that you are doing? You can do it by using Dynamo. Now, this is the main important process. Okay. Dynamo in construction stages means what are the stages that we can do in Dynamo. Before going to that, we'll see what are the actual process that is happening in the Revit. In the most cases, if you take any kind of project, it could be a residential, commercial, hospitality, or land and transport, bridges, anything, any kind of. This is the main procedure. First of all, designing. Designing means usually we will receive the drawings from the. For suppose if you are receiving the drawings from the CAD designers, they will provide the first step. Usually, we will receive the drawings from the designers, or else we can use design automation itself means based upon the room sizes we can do it. Okay, first thing, usually we receive the drawings from the designers. Then what we have, we will start modeling. How will the start modeling will starts? First starts with structure, right? They'll start with foundations, beams, columns. Once it is done, on the top of it, walls, floors, doors, and the placement families, all the things regarding to the architecture will be done, right? Those two files, arcane structure got built, and then it will be sent, the file will be sent to, made it a central model and sent to the MEP team. So in MEP team means there are mainly four services, mechanical, electrical, plumbing, and firefighting. All these things will come and they do modeling, all the stuff will done. Once this stage got cleared, next one is coordination. Coordination means internal coordination means service inside. Let us take fire service means checking the classes between fire pipe, and checking with other services like MEP with the electrical plumbing and checking the MEP services with arcane structure. Make sure any of the services should not go to the beam because it reduces the strength of it. Like that, we will do coordination. Once the coordination part is clear, next one is value engineering. What is meant by value engineering means what are the drawings that we designed and the things we model, is that matching or not? Means if we designers means, as we know, we generally receive arcane structure drawings from different consultancies and MEP. Sometimes the mechanical, electrical, plumbing also different designers we will receive, right? So whenever we are combining all the services, whether they are matching or not, if they are not matching, we will have a MOM meetings with them and we will conclude the things. This that will happen in value engineering space. Once all these things is done, LOD 350, all the things will be done. Then we will focus on sheet creation, right? We are creating sheets and annotation part, tagging, dimensioning, all the stuff will be done. Once it is done, we will export the sheets as per the client request and the site people. like DWG files, CAD, or next coordination, we can give it to NWC, like that, right? These are the actual stages that gonna happen in the Revit. No matter what kind of project it is, any kind of project, this is the actual project, right? Now I would like to ask you a question. Please keep it in the chat. In what stages you are thinking we can automate this process? So that's all. What are the stages that you are thinking we can use Dynamo to automate the process? Yes, you can say it also, or you can keep it in the chat. Anything is fine. Every stages for all stages, yes, all stages. Great, great, great answers. So glad to hear. Why? Because I see I covered a lot of batches. Everyone used to say only coordination, only sheet works, or only annotation part, like. But nobody till now didn't answer every stage. You guys have said all stages. That's really good to hear. Great. Yes, the answer is correct. We can automate the task in every stage. Okay. Now, okay, now you got a better understanding difference between Dynamo and plugin, and what are the things that are required to do Dynamo, and what are the stages that we can use Dynamo is clear, right? Now, before getting started, I would like to show some of the example. Some of the examples of how the manual process and how we are going to automate this process. Dynamo means we have to go for the manage tab, then we have to choose Dynamo. Whenever you click on it, this interface will appear. Then I'm going to provide a step here. Before, whenever we are opening any script, it should be on open in manual execution mode. It should be click, then click on open. So don't worry about these notes. I will explain and how do this process and everything. First of all, I'm going to take some of the things. These are the, you see, these are the model lines I have taken. So actually, these are the Revit lines. I convert, not Revit, it's a CAD lines. I converted them into a Revit lines. How I converted? By choosing an option called Explode. We are having an option Explode. So once I click, it will already converted into the Revit lines. Now I am using these lines. I want to convert them into walls by using these lines. Okay. So we are having an inputs, some inputs, so that by using those inputs, we can collect. And we can, I provided some inputs. I'll explain these things later. You see here, run is completed. Now we'll see. You see here, walls got created. Earlier, these are the lines. Now they got converted into the walls. Clear, right?
Yeah.
Let's. So this is the one thing. What we did here, we take the lines and we convert it into walls. Another thing, if you see here, actually these are the point-based family. Okay, point-based family for CAD drawing. Similarly, I converted them into a Revit one. So it got converted like this. Now my goal is here, if you see here, how many are there? 150 are there. I want to take the center point of it and I want to place the families here. Okay. Again, I'm providing the input and I gave some inputs here. I'm running it. That's it done. You see here, families got placed. How many? 150 families got placed. If I go and look here, like this, we can do the process. If you see, but whenever if we place, whenever we are working in fire modeling or something, we have to do the process manually, take hours of time, right? But by using the script, once you spend time in script development, then after you can use it, right? How many times you want, we can use it. So the process will be completed within seconds or minutes based upon the number of inputs. Right? Here I did placement. Next thing we'll focus on creating sheets. If you see here, we haven't created any sheet yet. So I'm providing some inputs. If I click here, I'm giving the sheet data. We'll see what is the data and everything. I'm clicking and I'm running here. Don't worry about this. We'll see this if the sheets are got created or not. You see here, sheets got created. But how did I provide the input? I provide the input from the Excel data. That means the Revit taken the data from the Excel and converted and taken that information and used that information to the sheet parameter values and sheet got created. Right. Like that, for suppose in general, based upon the project complexity, there is some cases where you have to develop like 500 or 100 steps like that. So at that time, if the user, the client will provide the information in Excel, so at that time we have to do it manually. But by using the Dynamo, we can develop the scripts, means we can create the scripts within minutes. Now, what is the input that I provided here? You see here, I provided a column of sheet names and a column of sheet numbers, right? So I given that input to the Dynamo and it generated the sheets, right? Clear, guys?
Yeah, it's clear.
Yeah, thank you. You've seen, right, some of the examples. Later on the cases, you will see this is just basic ones. We will once we are covering actually developing the script means we can develop the scripts, but you have to understand all the fundamentals slowly. Once those particular topics were created, and I'll give you some assignments. You have to work on it. Then we'll do a lot of script developments. Okay, now what is meant? If you see here. Here we developed as we run all the things, right? By using nodes. These are all called nothing but a nodes. We use this is all called nodes. Now, what is the thing called a node? If I say node is nothing but a Revit operation, means what are the things that we are doing Revit operations that we can perform by using node? Okay, what are the things that we are supposed to do in the Revit? We can do the operation by using node. Node is nothing but a Revit operation. Okay. Now we'll see all these things. What is meant, and we covered what is meant by node just now, and how to search node. What are the data types? How to connect to nodes. Now I'm gonna give some example adding two numbers by using plus node. If I take here, I am taking two numbers, like let us imagine 10 and 20. Don't worry about it, I'll explain these things. And I'm connecting here. What it generated, as we know, 10 plus 20 is equal to 30, right? So I am using the plus node to create the output. Now, this is the one type of node. Another I'm taking Python script. If I see here, we are having called Python script, which allows you to write Python programming language. So if I open here, we'll see the things. I written some logic on it. So I'm connecting it in order to show you what it will happen. Same thing. 10 plus 20 is equal to 30. If I click here, 30, right? So I generated the same output using different nodes. That means it is actually default node which helps to add two numbers and it will return the result. Now this is the Python script which allows you to write Python programming which helps to add two numbers. Okay. Now for suppose if you see here the lot of scripts here we run lot of scripts, right? How these scripts run? By connecting the inputs, right? All this process, if you see here, all the inputs have got connected, then only output got generated. That means you have to know the inputs. You have to, whenever if you want to automate any process, you have to know the nodes and you have to know how to connect two nodes. Okay. So that is a very important thing. In this session, we just gonna cover basic means just scratch. And if we go inside in the tomorrow session, we will go to deep and very deep. Okay. Now I'll give a basic example of how to connect two nodes. Actually, what are the things are required if you want to connect two nodes? Means first thing you need two nodes if you want to connect two nodes, and one is input node, another one is output node. If I see here, this will be my one is input and this will be my output node. Okay. And if I divide this one, this will be the input and this will be the output part. This will be the input for this node and this will be the output part for this node. Right. And if I want to connect two nodes means I can't connect every node like this, right? I have to check some of the things, then only I can connect the node. If I take randomly two nodes and connect them, what will happen? It will generate an error. That means you are not getting the result that you are actually looking for. So have to choose two nodes and you have to connect the two nodes. If you want to connect the two nodes, you have to follow the formula called data type of first node output should be equal to the data type of second node input. Now we'll see what is this actually saying. This will be my first node and this will be my second node. It is saying data type of first node output. This is my first node. This will, which one is an output? As I said, this will be my input. For this node, this will be input. This is output. For this node, this left side will be input and right side will be output. First node's output, this one output should be equal to the data type of second node input. That means it is saying its data type. This one data type should be equal to the this side data type. Whenever both the data types are matching, then only we can connect. That means it will give the correct result. If not, then it will generate an error. Now you got a better understanding. Okay, this is the formula we have to follow in order to connect two nodes, right? Now the thing is, now you got it out. What is meant by data type? Data type is nothing but a format. What is meant by format? For suppose, let us take data type is nothing but used to store the data, or it could be a value or anything. Okay, it is a data type which is used to store the data. Let us take a Revit project. Okay, a Revit file. What is storing? Revit elements. What are the projects that you are doing, right? Which format it is in? It actually the project is storing the what is storing modeling, whatever the things you are doing, levels, grids, modeling, family placement, all the things are storing. In which format? Dot RVT format, right? If you see CAD drawings, which format it is? Dot DWG. NWC means Naviswork. It is in dot NWC, NWD, and NWF, right? Like that, some more examples like images are in which format? JPG, JPF, or GIF. Or if you take audio, MP3, video means MP4, like the different formats, right? These are nothing but a data types, which are having formats which use to store the specific data. Okay. And one more thing I would like to say, while our telling concept, right? Every day we are talking new concepts. So please make a note of the things. So because why we are cover, whatever the things that you are learning, you have to group all of them. When you are developing a script, you require all these things. Now, what is data type? Right? Data type is nothing but a format. Examples dot rbt dot dwg dot nwc or pdf or jpj jpej mp3 mp4 like that. These are the examples of data types. All right, now you understand the data types. Now you got a doubt why we need data types for this. Actually, what are the data types that are actually exist? Actually, we are having of two types of data types. Okay, in programming we are having two types of data types. Okay, first one is programming data type. It could be there in any programming language. And second one is custom data type. It will be created based upon our requirement customization. Okay, programming data type, we are having four types. That is called integer. Okay, integer is nothing but a number, whole numbers. It could be zero numbers, 125, 5632, like that. If you see here, some of the examples was given. Next, string. String is nothing but a group of characters. If you want to represent a string, you have to enclose, show this quotes, double quotes. So it will represent a string. Anything you written inside the close brackets, that will be considered as a string. Next, double. If you see the difference between double and integer, here having only whole numbers, but here having a decimal point with numbers. Those are considered as a double. Next one is Boolean. Boolean will have like a true or false, lines yes or no, either this or this. Means you are having only two options, you are going to choose one option out of it. This is the programming data types. Next one is custom data types. Custom data types based upon requirement. These are the data types also you are required because you may get doubt where this programming data types will be used. Like I could say, some of the examples. You see here, you want to change these values. What is this called? Numbers. This is strings, all these things, right? There you require programming data types. And next, custom data types. Revit is nothing made up of custom data types like wall creation, conduit, cable, pipes. These are all come under custom data types. Guys, clear, right? Anyone have any doubts?
No, clear.
Yeah, thank you. Great. So, so far we understood what is one by node, how to connect two nodes, what are the formula for it, and what is the data type. Now these things are clear. Now we are going to connect two nodes. As I said, this node data type should be equal to the this node data type. Now we understood what are the data types. Now we have to check how to see the data type for these two nodes, right? We have to follow some procedure for it. Here, what I'm going to do is actually I will tell you about these nodes later. Okay, how to search this node and where to how to buy this node purposes. First of all, I'll give a basic what is the purpose. Actually, my agenda is goal for this is I want to bring whatever the walls are here. I want to bring all the walls into the Dynamo to perform some operation. Okay, so I here I'm taking category node and here I'm connecting all elements of category. So if this is correct, nodes are correct, it has to return all the walls with whatever in the Revit model. Okay. So this is the purpose of these two nodes. Now I want to check the data type for this node, right? How to check the data type of an input node is we are having a node called object.type. Object.type. Okay. So I'm connecting it. Let's see run. If I run here, what is written? It's written the data type here. What is Revit dot elements dot category? So actually, if you see here dots, right? This is called, actually it is representing in a dot notation. Okay. So don't worry about it. For now, we are just focusing on seeing what is data type. So we'll focus on the last, what is the last word written here. Well, slowly you got to know what is the Revit dot elements, all the things. So don't worry about it. First of all, we'll focus on the category. That means it is saying category data type. As I said here, we are having two types of data types. One is programming data types. Another one is Dynamo data types. Now tell me guys, category come under which data type it is? Just what your assumption. Not think it's a should I give to give a correct answer, not like this. Just share your thoughts.
Strange.
Among this, okay, thank you. Next, rest of you guys.
String.
Okay, great. So everyone is answered. Anyone want to share? Okay, we'll see. Glad to answered. I'm happy for that. But actually, the answer is not a string. Okay. Why? Because as I said, actually string means we are representing in columns, right? If you see here, whatever the element created in the Dynamo, means in the Revit project, those are all are custom data types. Nothing but a Dynamo data type. Okay. Dynamo means nothing but custom data types. Okay. We'll focus on these things later. One is programming data type, another one is custom data types. That means why I'm telling here. If you see here, this is a Revit element, right? Category comes under custom data type. Okay, don't worry. We'll focus morely on data types before we are getting started. You go through a lot of examples, so you will get an understanding. That means I'm telling, and one more thing, we can't tell the data type by seeing the output here. If you see here, it's a string. That means it is not going to, means it will return string, but it is not a string data type. If you see here, this is a category. Category is nothing but a Revit element, right? So Revit elements are custom data. Now I find out the data type for this. Now this one, how can I find the data type for this? This is the output node of input type. We have to check for it. If I hover the mouse over here, it is showing the category. That means it is telling its data type. That means this is a category data type and this is the category data type. That means if I comes here, data type of first node output should be equal to the data type of second node input. Then only it will generate the input. Now I'm going to connect here. Both are matching. I'm connecting here. That's it. Run done. That means you see here, I got all the walls. This is the right way to connect two nodes. Clear? So the thing is, let us see what will happen if I connect incorrect. If I connect here, let us imagine I took some random inputs, random nodes, and I get connected like this. It will show an error, throws an error. It will tell you what the input is actually looking for and what kind of input you are connected. So that's why we have to check before we are getting connected. Here, guys. Thank you. So now you understand, right? Now you felt it is a so big thing. No, it's not like that. Actually, you are very new to the Dynamo, so you learn a lot of new concepts today, like what is meant by node, how to connect two nodes, and its formula, and what is meant by data type, and how to connect two nodes, and a lot of things you've seen, right? Don't worry about it. We'll discuss those things later slowly, and we are covering with a lot of examples. Okay. Another thing we are going to see types of nodes. if we see here, what are the types of nodes? They're actually based upon the type of work which we do in the Revit. Okay, like creation. We usually do creation, right? Creating walls. Okay. Another one is once the wall is got created, sometimes wall is already created, but sometimes you have to change the height for it. For suppose it is in 4,000, in some areas you have to change it to 3,500. Means it's already existed and you are changing it here. And another one is query node. Query means for suppose you are having pipes info and the client asks the pipe info like pipe location, pipe diameter, and pipe type, which system type. If I take system type he asks for pipe segment, its diameter and its elevation, lot of things they can ask. So what you have to do, you have to convert the data into some format like Excel format and you have to send to the client, right? These are the basic things which you can do. So based upon the Revit work, we are having three types of nodes. Like that, create nodes. Like based upon work, as I said, creation of walls like that. And action nodes we are having to perform whatever the operations that we are doing. Manually, we are going to automate by using action node, like that query node. Based upon the Revit actions, we are having three types of node. Create node, action node, and query node. Okay. Next, if we see here, in general, if you see actually these are the add-ins, what is called packages. And if you see, these are the we are in general we are having thousands of nodes. Okay, but if you want to perform a particular operation, you can't go and search individually like this, right? For the particular node, is this node exists or not? Here it's not there. Here it is there. Like that, you have to check and everything. So we are having a searching methods. By using that method, you can get the node whatever you want. So as I said, we are having three types of nodes, right? Create node, action node, and query node. For each node, for each method, we are having certain, I could call it as 7 to 8 methods are there. Like create, we have 7 to 8, and these are we are having a 7 to 8, and query has 7 to 8 methods. Means why we need 7 to 8 methods? Actually, in some cases, whenever searching it first time, you might get the node that you are looking for. In some cases, you might not get that node. At that time, you have to go for the second method. And if it doesn't, the second work. It's if the second node works, method works, it's fine. Otherwise, you have to go to third method. Like that, we have different methods. Now, in this session, we are going to see one of the method of the query. Okay, that is called dot notation. Okay, dot notation, right? It is a query method. Means the formula for this is what you have plus what you want. Actually, if you want to search it in the Dynamo, you have to look for what you have dot what you want. Okay. Now we'll see with an example. So we'll get a clarity how to. This is called dot notation. It is very important. What you have dot what you want. For suppose if you see here, I am having an apple and it having properties called weight, size, place of origin, price, and color. I am having an apple and these are the things. Now I want apple weight. What are the things that I am having? Apple here. What I want weight. As per the formula, if I want to know the apple weight, what should I write? Apple dot weight. Right. If I want size, apple dot size. If I want price, apple dot price, color, and like that. Now tell me, guys. Just like how many? Okay. For suppose if I'm having two scooty, right? I'm having the properties called color, brand name, engine, and price. If I want scooty price, what would be the searching method?
Scooty dot price.
Good. Who answered now? I think Samvidip, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Good, Samvidip. And ask another question. Now Please mute your. I just want answer from some others. Okay. Uh, rest of you guys, I want engine for the scooty. What is the searching method for that?
Scooty.engine.
Good. Next, rest of the people. I want color.
Scooty.color.
Great. Okay, next two people are there, right? Now we're entering another thing, which you are actually entering Revit elements. Okay. Left to answer. I think Sobin and Surya, I think. I don't know who answered. I think Satvika and Sarkar answered. So that's a maybe someone. Okay. Guys, now tell me, I want the name of an element. How can I get it?
Element.name.
Good. What about properties?
Element.parameters.
Yes.
Great. Now answer everyone. Location,
Element.location.
ID.
Element.id.
Got. I hope all answered. Because why I'm asking individually means if you answered, I get a clarity. Yes, you are understanding what I'm saying. Okay, now you tell me the methods, right? Now I use the same methods in order to get the nodes.
Ma'am, I have one doubt.
Yes.
Previously, I attended one Dynamo demo class.
Okay.
You said that element.location.
Mm.
And
Yes.
that it's not is possible to get the
Yeah.
location.
Yes. I'm gonna tell you now. Okay. I will tell you now. Okay.
Actually, them using in different way. They mentioning element dot get parameter, like some
Now
kind of
I will tell you. I will tell you. I will
yeah.
tell you. Okay. I will tell
Yeah,
you.
okay.
You attended my earlier session, means earlier demo, which was
No, I
given by me
attend
or some other.
no Kaushik. I attend
Okay.
2 months before.
Okay. Then it's fine. I'll tell you. I will tell you. As I said, right, we
Okay.
are having 7 to 8 methods. I'm gonna tell you about. Yeah, you said now. Don't worry. Okay, we'll focus on name first. Element dot name, as you all said. If we click here, in the beginning else itself, I'm getting the name node, right? Element dot name. Next thing is parameters. As you said, element dot parameters. If you see, whenever I click here, I got that node. Next, element dot location. Okay. Don't worry, actually don't look at those things. What I'm going to do is here I'm having packages also. Now I want only Revit. Revit means default things. If I click here element dot location, if you see here, we don't get the node here. That means why if you see if I first attempt whenever I give element dot name, element dot parameters, I got that node. But whenever I go for element dot location, I didn't get the node. Why it's happening, right? As I said, we are having three types of node. What is create node, action node, and query node. And as I said, we are having each on every method, we are having 7 to 8 methods. Means if the first method fails, we are going to go to the next method. That means here the first method dot notation got failed when I am going for the element dot location. That means we are have to go for the next method. Like as Surya said, right? Element dot get location. That is the another method which we are gonna go to cover in the next session, in the upcoming sessions. Okay.
Ma'am, I have also one doubt.
Yes.
We have three type of actions here. Create and like query.
Yes.
Each one we have 7 type of searching option node, or I can use the same dot notation in for action mode.
Ah, Yes, yes, you can use it, but it's depend upon what type of node you are looking for. Okay, actually, we
Okay.
are having one session. We are having only
Okay.
one entire session, which we are focusing what are the types of nodes, how to search and get that particular nodes. Okay.
Okay.
So now, as I said, get a location dot failed, right? Now I'm going for get location. If I see here, I got that node. That means we are having different methods. We're going to use it. We will discuss. There is a one session we are dedicated for it. In this session, we are going to cover. Another one is ID, right? That means how we got that ID, as I said, element.id. I got the element.id. Clear, right? This is the dot notation. As I said, we are having different methods. In this, by using method, here we are using another method also to get that node. You see here, we are having different. This is the question and this is the answer. If we want to get that particular node, element dot name, get location, parameters, ID, get category, get parameter, value by name. And for suppose now I'm going to here I got the nodes, right? Now I'm going to get the values. For this, actually, I'm going to use a node called select model element. Mm. So what is the purpose of this node is to bring any Revit element into the Dynamo. I'm picking 5. So I'm connecting this input for every node. Before connecting the node, as I said, we have to follow the formula. All these things we will discuss. As I said, for now, just it's connected. I will explain these things later, just for the input. And I'm running here. You see here, it gives the pipe name. You see, it gives the parameters. What are the parameters that are there for that particular pipe element? And if you see, this is the location for that pipe. And this is give the ID, pipe ID. Like that, you can get whatever the parameters, values of an element, you can get like this. Okay. Okay, now what are the things that we're gonna cover? Actually, this is the demo section, and what are the concepts that we are going to cover in the courses? We are going to cover what are the topics here, all these topics which we are going to cover, like what are the data types in depth, and how to change the parameter values of an element. So suppose, let me take, if we are changing the values here by manually, right? How can we change those values? By using Dynamo and
I have one
storage.
doubt.
Yes, yes.
Now you using the select object or that method. Yeah.
Select
For
object
example,
means object or type you're asking.
no, not the select model element.
Okay. Ah,
For example, you want to choose without this option, how we will choose?
means without this node, what are the nodes that we can use to get the input you're asking, output,
Yeah.
right?
Yes. Yes.
Actually, we are having different types of nodes. As this is beginning, right? I'm just showing the example. Actually, we are having different inputs. How to there are a lot of nodes are there to get the input, and we will discuss all those things. As I said, if you see select model element here we use the category node. Like that, we are
Yes.
having different nodes. We are going to use that nodes to get the output. Okay, we'll discuss all these things.
Okay.
Okay, and we are going to discuss how to get the data from the Excel and how to export the data to the Excel and filtration concept, geometry, linear algebra, dot notation, and how to create custom nodes. Means, for suppose if you see here, packages are there. How to create these packages? And design scripting means how to write anything if you want to write in even without using nodes, and how to shorten these things, levels, and if then any errors are coming, how to handle those errors, and how to identify all these things we will discuss. And I will give some assignments and you're going to work on it. And if you have any doubts, and you can use those learnings to implement in your works. If you have any things, we can keep what is called live session. Doubt sessions will be there. Yeah, separately. Means for suppose if you are, I gave some work, or if you try to implement some other things, if you got any doubts, we will keep one session for that. So at that session, we collect all your doubts, and we will focus on the session entirely on the doubt. Okay. Anyone having any doubts?
Yeah, hi. Aditi, I have one question. So, can we
Yes.
have the sessions recording? I mean,
Yes.
for practice.
Yes. Yes. You will get the session every day.
Okay.
Once the
Okay.
session is over, you will get the recording session, as well as you will get the for suppose what are the scripts that we are developing right in the session, you will get those things as well.
Okay. Okay. Thanks.
Thank you. Anyone have any doubts?
How
Yes.
so actually total how many parameters? Sorry, data type in that. Hello.
Saying something. Yes.
Yeah, actually, totally how many data types in this Dynamo?
Acha, Dynamo. Actually, we are having two types of data types. One is programming data types. Another one is custom data types. Custom data types means, for suppose if you see Revit elements are there, right? So those are
Yeah.
coming under custom data types. Only two classifications: programming data types and custom data types. In programming data types, we are having integer, double, string, and boolean. Four will be there. We'll discuss. We are having a separate session for this, and we will going to discuss more and more about this. Okay. These are the four are programming data types, and custom data type means any element in the Revit like wall, duct, pipe, uh, table tray or something, or its property or its category. These are all come under custom data type. Okay.
In that custom
Ma'am,
data type, we have different item, right?
I don't understand. Could you come again?
No, under the custom data type, uh,
Hmm.
have some different categories. Like
Actually, let me tell you, give some examples. Actually, custom data, why I gave custom data type means, for suppose if you take universal, these are the universal, means you can use anywhere, not in a BIM industry, or it can be tech, medical industry, or any industry. You see, these are the programming data types, means you can use it all cases. But custom data type means it is based upon your requirement. The For suppose if you see Revit software, we need walls, conduit, cables, and pipes, all the things you require for the development of your project. So, based upon the requirements, the developers who created the Revit, though those are developed these data types. These are the custom data types based upon your requirement. If I took another software, the data type, the things will be different. Some of the examples, like as I said, image format, JPG format, and JPG, MP3 format, music, video. These are also data types only, but those are different formats, right?
good. Yeah,
Hope you
thank you.
get a better understanding
Yeah,
of it.
good.
Yeah,
Thank you.
great.
ma'am, the 25 classes with this one or without 25? Include this one or
I think without this one, I think so.
yeah, this
Mhm.
is demo. Yeah, this one I attend
Mm.
previously on demo section.
Yes. We are having live sessions also. The doubt sessions also will be there
Okay,
without this.
okay.
Still, anyone have any questions? If not, we'll continue the session tomorrow. And you will get the recording. Okay, thank you. And rest of them. Hope it will clear. If it's clear, please give thumbs up. So you'll wind up the session. Okay, thank you, Surya.
Okay, thank you. And then one more thing, I have one doubt. In case in future we have completed the Dynamo section and also clear, and after that section we have some doubts regarding that some scripts and also
Yeah,
that is ask the doubt to you, or
uh,
it possible
actually,
to clear the
whenever,
doubt
exactly,
after that
exactly.
classes? Yeah, after that
Yes,
class,
yes, it will
not
be there.
every class, the whole section. Yeah, not complete this
Yeah,
whole description. Yeah,
as you said, right? For suppose once the course is over, while you are
yeah,
developing scripts in the future, if you got it out, yes, you can.
yeah.
At the time, you can contact the admin. So he will
Okay.
arrange the meeting between us because once the session means I have to go through another session, another thing. So whenever
Yeah,
it's
okay.
once they get approval, we will connect and we will work on it.
Yeah, okay, sure. Thanks.
Thank you. Rest of them, if you have any doubts, please let me know. Otherwise, we
I'm
will
good.
wind up. Hmm,
I'm good.
yes. Okay, thank you. Okay, guys. We'll meet in tomorrow section. Thank you. Bye bye.
The tomorrow
Bye.
section class timing is what?
Same timing, 8:30 to 9:30.
Yeah, okay. Sunday classes timing?
9:30 to 12 means how it will be happen is 9:30 to 10:30 and
Okay,
10:30 to 11 break, 11 to
okay.
12 session. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, thank you guys.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye bye.